Hi everyone, thanks for finding my channel, Arkytior Collective. I try to read the energies that are prominent in the collective and tell the story that the cards want to tell. Not all messages will resonate for every person, so if it sounds like it's for you, but like the next message doesn't, then leave behind what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. I intend for my readings to be timeless, so whenever you find them is when you're meant to. Hello everyone, I hope I find everyone well. It's been a hell of a month, couple weeks, couple months. The things going on in the sky have been crazy. We went through an eclipse. We've got Venus retrograde. We had Mercury retrograde ending. We've got Moon in Capricorn. No, what are we in? Was in Gemini? Are we in Taurus now? Boy, I can't even. That's what I'm gonna title this whole thing. I can't even. Let's see where we are. I'm gonna just concentrate on the inner personal planets because the outer ones, they move so slow. They affect larger spans of time. So we're just gonna see what's happening now. Of course, we got the Sun in Sagittarius. Beautiful. Moon is in Cancer. Okay, that's right. Now I remember. Okay, Moon in Cancer. Y'all, the moon rules Cancer, but Cancer and the moon are like our emotions. Plain and simple. Our emotions, our rhythms, our daily life, our inner feelings, our intuition. Right now in Cancer, everybody, especially people with strong Cancer, and I don't know what house it's in, but whatever house it's in also, they're going to be affected like crazy. Now, the weird thing is, I was just outside a little while ago and I looked at the moon, and it actually is still in Gemini because it's right next to the Castor and Pollux stars. So I'm not sure what house system. Oh, tropical. Okay, it says right there, tropical. Tropical house system. So that might be a little more equal in the houses than other house systems. I like to go by the sign, and I think that's a different house system. I'm not sure what it's called. It might be sidereal house system, but I like to go by where it is in the sky. So when I looked at the moon tonight, it was still in the middle of the constellation Gemini. It was right next to Castor and Pollux. It was like right in the heart of the constellation. So I'm not sure why it's saying it's in Cancer, but we can do both. We've got Mercury and Venus in Capricorn. Venus is retrograde. Mercury is the god of communication, Hermes. He's the one with the wings on his feet. Interesting thing about Mercury, he is given, because he is the god of communication, and communication is extremely important, he is given free reign across boundaries where other gods could not go. And so that might play a part in this. I mean, Capricorn is it's an earth sign. It's the last of the earth signs. It's very steady, it's very stable, it's very goal oriented, it's status oriented, reputation, it's strategy. I just heard, which I've never put on Capricorn before, but I just heard strategy. That might play out when we start dealing cards. It's structure, it's obedience, I heard. It's goals, yes. It's career. It rules the 10th house, which is career and job and money and status and reputation. But it's also limitations, because Capricorn is ruled by the planet Saturn, and Saturn is the taskmaster, the timekeeper. When you reap what you sow, that's Saturn. That is the reaper. He is the master of time. People with strong Capricorn often feel that time is at their back, like time is running out, or time is of the essence, or time is money, and stuff like that. With Mercury here and Venus in retrograde here, I mean, that's a tough. I'm Capricorn rising. I know this energy very well, but it still seems very removed from the rest of the zodiac signs for me. I don't often know how to interpret things in Capricorn because it's so restrictive. Okay, well, let's go that way. It's restrictive. So we've got Mercury, the god of communication, direct, finally, not retrograde, in Capricorn. I feel like people are going to be not necessarily communicating, but receiving information about those mundane things. I don't want to say mundane like it's bad, because Capricorn is an amazing energy. It's hardworking, it's steady, it's true, it's strong, it's smart, it's strategic. And then we have Venus retrograde here in Capricorn. See, Venus is the goddess of love and beauty, aesthetic, music, balance, art, symmetry, justice, karma, balance. Did I say balance already? And it's retrograde. So all those beautiful energies are pulling back. Now, Venus is equated to Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. And the one thing that always comes to mind when I think of Aphrodite is drama. Drama queen. Dramatic. Love, passion, forlornment. Forlornment? Is that a word? Forlornness? In the condition of being forlorn. I don't know. Sometimes she can be moody, sometimes she can be passionate, sometimes she can be angry. I mean, this is all retrograde too. So she is being restricted in the sign of restriction with Mercury direct. I feel like if I had to visualize something, it would be what the hell was her name? I'll have to look it up. Give me a second. It was the princess in Clash of the Titans who was chained to the rock. Now, this is the original Clash of the Titans. I don't know the new one. I saw it, but I just didn't sit well with me. So I always tend to harken back to the 1981 Clash of the Titans with George Mark Hamilton? George Hamilton. Oh God, what the hell? Harry Hamlin. I knew there was ham in there somewhere. Andromeda. Okay, that was the princess's name in the movie. In the myth, it might have been different because, when they make movies, they're very loose with source material. So, Venus let me get back to my chart here, please. There we go. Venus retrograde in Capricorn, it feels like that scene in Clash of the Titans where Andromeda is chained to the rock and she's just waiting for the Kraken to come. There's nothing she can do. There's nothing she can do. Even if she was a warrior. But she was just some soft princess that was, chained to a rock so that Perseus could swoop in and save her. But this was what it feels like. It feels like all that aesthetic, all the beauty, all the grace, all the artistic artisticness, is that a word? Artistic ability. I mean, it feels like it's all very restrained. She's not happy about it either, but there's nothing she can do about it either. It's also the taskmaster, Capricorn is. And when we get stuck in Capricorn, we are really faced with what we're doing, how we're doing it, how far we have to go yet, how far we've come. I feel like it's a very strict professor. You know, like I've set the syllabus, you know the test is on Friday, why are you stalling? You know, it's like that. We also have Mars in Sagittarius. I love that placement. Mars is Aries. Mars rules Aries. He's the god of war and passion and well, I just had the word. Not ambition, but like the spark of passion. And it can be good or bad. It can be sexual passion. It could be passion for an idea. It could be passion for justice. It could be anything. That this is what you fight for. Mars is what you fight for or what you're passionate about. In mythology, Venus, Aphrodite, and Mars, also called Ares, the god of war, they affared back and forth forever. She was technically a married goddess. She was married to Hephaestus, who is also called Vulcan. He was the blacksmith god. I mean, I can imagine, right? Oof. Big, strong, always working hard, sweating and tattooed, and just blacksmithing all the gods' trinkets, right? Well, by godly standards, Hephaestus was not a handsome god. So Venus, Aphrodite, she wandered, and she would always wander back to Ares, Mars, the god of war, because what's a good girl to do but love the bad boy, right? All's fair in love and war. They're love and war. And they're constantly loving and warring all through time. So Mars, I don't know why I said all that, but Mars is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fire sign, a fellow fire sign to Aries, which is what Mars rules. So this is very, very passionate, dynamic, fun. Sagittarius loves fun. He loves to, he's a higher vibrational Leo, and Leo is a consummate performer. But Sagittarius doesn't need to try to perform. They just are who they are. They are shining stars. They walk in a room like they own the place. They laugh like a king. They walk like, they own it. And Mars is here. So I really like this placement because with all the other harsh placements, this is kind of giving a boost of energy to playfulness. And which is really nice because of the holidays right now. We're going to be going in, visiting a lot of people, family and friends. And I think it's going to be a good time. But, wear your mask and everything and be careful. And we still have Jupiter and Saturn duking it out in Aquarius. I'm not going to address that really because it's the outer planets, so they're the longer cycles. So we're just going to do the interpersonal planets, which is Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. We do have one very harsh opposition going right now, and that is the Moon in Cancer, or Gemini, I don't know, depending. We'll say Cancer because that's what all the websites are saying. The Moon in Cancer is in direct opposition to Pluto in... Shit. Where was it? I just saw it. Pluto in... Capricorn. So Pluto's there too. Pluto is Hades, the god of the underworld. It rules Scorpio, I believe. I always get them mixed up because with Pluto being the last planet, it makes sense to me that it should rule Pisces, which is the last sign, but it doesn't go that way. So I have to remember Pluto rules Scorpio, I believe, the sign of transformation and death, and it is in Capricorn. So Capricorn again being the sign of status quo, reputation, old guard, structure. I just heard oppression, obedience from before, the taskmaster with Pluto there. Again, though, I'm not going to really go too far into it because Pluto being the outermost planet, it takes a longer cycle, so it's going to be in Capricorn for a long time. A long time. I'd venture to say like a year, maybe more. But we've got Pluto, which is very deep, transformative. He takes things, Pluto has two moons, I believe, and one of them is Charon, and Charon, Charon. He is the ferryman that takes the dead from the living through the river Styx into the underworld, which Pluto, Hades, rules. That's all happening in Capricorn. And I feel like this is a really contentious kind of meetup here. Because Pluto, the transformer, he's asking Capricorn to maybe loosen some of the restriction. I don't know why I heard that. But it's in direct opposition to the moon in Cancer right now. There are some that will be facing changes in status quo, changes in bring it back. When I say status quo, I also have the feeling of position in the dynamic of the collective, which your collective could be different from other people's. It's like changes in the status of the surroundings. Oh gosh, how can I explain this? I also heard school. I think that comes from before when I described Capricorn as like the professor. I heard there's changes in school. Someone's going to school, maybe? But that's pulling on Cancer, the moon in Cancer. So maybe these changes that are going on now in the structure of Capricorn are really, really pulling at somebody's emotions. I'll leave that there because, like I said, Pluto is one of those larger planets. So there might be a group in the collective where things are changing in the status quo, and it's directly pulling against what the heart says should be the status quo. Okay, we'll leave it there. That was way longer than I intended, but we're going to keep going. This is actually probably going to be a much longer reading than usual. I've been out of it for a while. Like, I wasn't feeling well for a long time, and then the last couple of weeks have been pretty bad. Shout out to the Ravens at the Ravens Nest, my girls. Oof, boy, did they have my back these last couple of weeks. My goodness. I'm thankful, very thankful. So I got a new deck as a gift, one of my firsts. I think this is only like the second deck I've ever been gifted, and I am so happy to introduce it into the... Oh, wait, I gotta clear space and do my intro and everything. I'm sorry, a half hour late. All right, so I'll take a deep breath, let go of what I just said. We're gonna move on to a new step. Let's center and clear our space and call in our protections. We ask all positive energies to attend us and guide us to the messages that fulfill our highest good. Guides, ancestors, patrons, angels, archangels, and Source, please come forward and be with me. Michael posts at the corners. Gabriel, make the messages clear and useful, please. And Metatron, be present to protect the seekers and deliverers of the divine's communications. Oh, okay. Now we can get to it. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be a little longer because I have been gone for like a month. Also, I'm introducing a new deck, so I'm not going to eliminate one of the other ones. I'm just going to add it to it. Put Oda-Mae over here. Everything's already shuffled and cut and shuffled again. And I'm going to do something a little bit different. So this is what the pre-shuffle got. I've got the Fairy Who Was Kissed by the Pixies from the Faerie Oracle deck. I've got the Magician from the Gilded. I've got the Queen of Wands from the Tarot of the Divine. And the new deck I'm introducing is called First Light Tarot. And it is all images from the Hubble and the ESA and all those space things that I love so much. So excited and so pleased. Thank you so much, Ozzy, for my gift. I love it. And so look at some of these pictures. Are just so gorgeous. They're nebula and star clusters. And I mean, for a space nerd witch, this is the perfect gift. Thank you, Ozzy. So at the bottom of this deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is the overall energy we're working with right now. We got the Fairy Who Was Kissed by the Pixies. This is divine heart surgery. So whenever this comes up, I assume it's going to be a love reading. This is indicating to me that there are two hearts. I just heard that song from the 80s. Two hearts that beat as one. I need you, two hearts that beat as one. Oh my God, what a fluff, what a fluff song from back in the day. So, in the Fairy Who Was Kissed by the Pixies, it's divine heart surgery. It's equal give and take of love and intimacy. I mean, what could be better? What could be better than that? A healed heart and love and intimacy. Look at her face. Can you see that? Look at her face. That kiss sent her, she's glowing. It lit her up. Wingtip to wingtip. Crown to toes. And the thing I love about this card is, look at everyone around her. She's so happy that she shines on everyone else, and everyone else is happy. When the heart is healed, everyone around you can feel it. Everyone can see it in your countenance. I mean, have you ever been like in a new, crisp, brand new relationship and everything is gorgeous and the sky is bluer than usual and you smile a little brighter and then people around you are like, you are absolutely glowing. What is it? That's the heart surgery. That's the healing that love can bring. So who brought that to her? The Magician. Look at this long gray-haired daddy. I love it. The Magician has all of the things that the Fool was carrying in his satchel. 1 pentacle, 1 wand, one cup, and one sword. The basics. He takes the basics, rearranges things, puts in thought, emotion, desire, puts in all the four emotions. So, oh crap, I just drew a blank on the pentacle. But of course, the wand is passion and ambition, initial fire. The cup is emotion and intuition. The sword is thought. And what was the, bring it back. That was a good one. Thought and intellect. And the pentacle, I would say, is like work ethic, steadfastness. It takes a long time for those pentacles to grow. It's earth energy. So this magician has all those things. And she is all about it. I mean, look at her, look at him. She's looking at him like, that's the one. That's the one that kissed me. That's the one. He's a wizard. And she loves it. Next we have the Queen of Wands. Oh my goodness. This is Cersei Lannister to me. This in this deck, the Tarot of the Divine, which is folklore from around the world. This is Pele from the Hawaiian myth, and she is the volcano goddess. Fiery, passionate, yes, dangerous when provoked or not provoked. I mean, you know, you can't control fire. You can't control a volcano. It goes off when it wants to. To me, okay, to some readers, the Queen of Wands shows up whenever there is a karmic energy involved. Seen as this might have to do with love, there might be a karmic energy involved between these two. So the Queen of Wands to me not represents, but I always visualize Cersei Lannister from Game of Thrones. She was beautiful. She was powerful, drunk in that power, a little too stable in that power. She was passionate, she was protective, she loved, I guess, in her own way. It was toxic and it was psychotic and weird, but she leaned into it, I guess. But the thing about Cersei and the thing about the Queen of Wands, especially if she was reversed, she can be reckless. And what is the word for if you hurt people, you're trying to do something, but you hurt people in the process. It's like they become collateral damage in whatever your plans are. That's kind of the feeling that she gives me too. There's ambition there, but it doesn't matter who she takes out in order to get it. You know? And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. It says fate, change, and fortune. Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana. It's not from the suits, so that's not. Suits is 3D, earthly energy. Major arcana is ethereal, spirit, divine energy. So, the Wheel of Fortune. It's just the turning of time, like we see in the sky. That we follow that stuff like almost religiously. I say almost. Some people are religious about it. Some people are very dismissive of it. I'm coming somewhere in the middle. In the Rider Waite and in other decks, the Wheel of Fortune, or is that the World? It might be both. One or both of them have, in the corners of the cards, the 4 fixed signs, which is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Those 4 signs are in the 4 different directions, so they represent the pillars of stability, like of the cosmos. Like the cosmos is stable because of those 4 directions are stable. So that might be the world, but with the Wheel of Fortune, always, this is just spinning time. And as a major arcana, this is divine timing. That's what I was trying to say. Divine timing. So, to sum up, we've got a fairy who was kissed. We've got a magician that she is really looking. I mean, talk about undressing someone with their eyes. She is really gazing at that magician like she wants that. I mean, look at her. I'll show it again because it's so cute. And she looks younger than him. Look at, she's so cute. In her pretty blue dress and her crown of flowers. And this old man over here is just doing his thing. Like, probably thinking, why is this young little fairy staring at me? Like, I'm trying to do shit. And she's just like, hi, I'm over here. Hi, you kissed me, and now I'm all glowy. Alright, that's the Libra in me coming out. I'm a hopeless romantic, and I love love. So, but then, next to him, we've got the Queen of Wands, this other person, this other woman, the karmic maybe. And we will explore that. And underneath them all, just chugging along, is the Wheel of Fortune. Fate, destiny, divine timing. Okay, so that's our overall. So now we are going to get into the spread. And we're going to do the first light tarot. Oh wait, how was I going to do it? Hang on, I got to ask. The bigger energy first. Do I gotta? Fairies first, please? That one makes sense? Okay. They want me to do the first light tarot first. So, I'm going to go get something to drink real quick. I'm going to pause it and I shall be right back. Like I said, this is going to take a long time. So if you're in, like we're a half hour in already. Half hour? Yeah, something like that. This might go to 2 hours. So, if you're up for just having me on in the background and listening to me ramble about cards and stuff, that would be great. Let me go get something to drink and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I love that pause button. Just take a break, get something to drink, go have a smoke, because these last a long time. So I'm really thankful for that break time. All right, so Spirit told me to use the first light tarot first, and then we're going to lay the fairies on top, and then, go through the regular motions. So this is going to probably be close to 2 hours. So hunker down and let's do this. I feel like I should shuffle one more time. My music good? I hope that's not too loud. I can't check it until the end, so. Okay. Alright, so. Spirit. Ancestors. Guardians. What does Dharma say? Guides for the tribe, come forward with the highest good, or something like that. Oh gosh, I hope that's not too loud. There, that should be good. Okay, please give us the prominent energies in the collective. Oh, I did want to say something. When I was on my break, something came to my mind about the astrology. So I want to backtrack for a second and do that. Okay. So we had Mercury and Venus in Capricorn. Remember I said that Venus is Aphrodite, and she, the vision that came to me was Andromeda chained to the rock in Clash of the Titans. That's how I feel Venus is right now, because she's retrograde in such a harsh sign as Capricorn. But Mercury is also there. Mercury is Hermes. If you study any esoteric or Kabbalah or anything like that, Hermes is a powerful, not only is he the god of communication, he is a powerful transmuter and magician. And he's the only god in mythology given no boundaries. He can cross any boundaries, because if he's going there, he has information that needs to be given. So he is the only god given no boundaries. He can go anywhere, to anyone, at any time, no holds barred. Where I just heard, where angels fear to tread, he can go. So even though Venus is stuck in this harsh energy in Capricorn, Mercury is coming in with information, communication, enlightenment, I heard, knowledge. What? For her, about her, really? About her, where she is, the position she's in, the conditions she's facing, the restrictions she's under, the chains that are binding her. And Mercury is coming in with information about her situation. So whether that shows up in the cards or not, we will see. But that came to me while I was on my break, because I visualized things in, like, hi Huey. Hi, everyone say hi to Huey. Every time I try to record, she becomes very needy all of a sudden. Ignores me all day. And then when I'm busy, it's like a toddler. She's like a toddler. Anyways, that's the vision I got when I was taking my little break and getting something to drink and everything. Is Venus is being restricted in Capricorn. Yeah. I heard it's time to get to work. Hi, baby. Can you sit nice and be quiet while I talk? A couple months ago, leading up to Capricorn, Venus and Mars were missing each other, trying to find each other. So it was like the divine feminine and the divine masculine were trying to find each other, but they kept missing each other. So Venus was in Aries or something like that, which Mars ruled, and Mars was in Libra, which Venus rules, and they were like in each other's space, but the other one wasn't there. So then after she went through, it was Scorpio. It was Scorpio. After she went through Scorpio, she rested a little bit in Sagittarius, and she got her boots knocked a little and had some fun. How can you not? I mean, Sagittarius is such a fun sign, and it's such a great place for Venus to be after she was spending months looking for her, for her man. She kind of stumbled into the bar where Sagittarius was working, and she had a good time. So now, after Sagittarius comes Capricorn. And Capricorn is the taskmaster. And he's like, look, you've had fun for the last couple months, and now it's time to get back to work. So we're gonna Spirit is, I don't know if it's because it's 4:30 in the morning, but Spirit is really funny right now. Because they're just saying, look, if you're not going to behave, we're going to have to put these shackles on you so you can concentrate. And I heard Venus say something that I say all the time. And it's, joke's on you because I dig it like that. So even though she's being restrained, it's like, she's like, joke's on you, Capricorn, because I fucking dig these shackles. Okay, I guess stop. But that might come out in the reading that she's, actually, she's she's actually kind of having a good time. In strict, no nonsense Capricorn ruled by Saturn. It's like she's, oh God, don't make me say it. Okay, I'm gonna say it. It's like she's being a brat. It's like she's being a brat. She's been being a brat. But now she has to face those consequences, and it's not always roses and tacos. But joke's on Saturn because our girl digs it like that. Hi, baby. I'm gonna have to put you down because you're in the way. I love you, and you're cute as a button. But you got to go. Okay, come on, baby. Don't make me feel bad. Okay. Okay, bye. All right. So let's get back to this. All right, Spirit. The inaugural use of the first light tarot. Beautiful pictures from the Hubble Space Telescope, which is like my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Or off the whole wide world. Oh my goodness. Okay, we've got the past. Okay, the past is coming into play. Can we do 6 and 3, please? Let's keep this kind of shorter than 15 and 3. We'll do 6 and 3, please. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 3. 6 and 3. Okay, so we've got the past coming into play. What is that? Oh, let me put my music back on. I hope it's not too loud. I stutter, I swear, I sing, I ramble. Oh my goodness, no, that's way too many. What are you doing to me? Are you kidding me? That's just vomit. What did I say? I stutter, I swear, I sing. I am sometimes my readings can be a hot mess because I am a hot mess. So if you can vibe with a hot mess, then I am your girl. But just be patient with me because I'm not a fast reader like a lot of those other readers online. I'm very slow and I'm very meticulous and I really have to consider everything that I see. So that's why my readings go 2 hours. Okay, is that too? That's too many. I'll take this top one. Oh my god, the lovers. Okay, I'm sorry. Everybody knows when I make that high-pitched E sound. It's like I'm all like Twitter pated. Oh my god, doesn't this look like a butterfly? I know what this nebula is too. Oh my god, I'm such a space nerd and I totally forgot what. I think is this the Carina Nebula? Anyways, this is the lovers' union. Matters of the heart, choices, and physical love. Okay, I'm gonna go to the book for some of these. I mean, I know what the lovers means, but I'm gonna read from the book anyways in a minute. Okay. Spirit, please give us the prominent energies in the collective at the current time, which, what is it, like Christmas time 2021 Christmas time, please. Please give us the prominent energies in the collective. These cards are bigger than I'm used to, and I have very small hands, so unless Do you... Okay, hang on. They might want me to shuffle these down. 1 and 1? I can do that. Top and bottom? 1 and 1. Please don't want to drop. You know, it's not just this deck. The other decks have been really sticky lately. Like, everything's been quiet. I feel like calm before the storm kind of energy with that. Okay, there's a good one. Let's do this. Do it that way. Okay, there's the other one. I'm gonna do it that way. 1 and 1, is that what you meant? Oh my goodness, this is gonna take forever. Okay, then I'm just gonna shuffle 3 more times and deal from the top. My goodness. Can you drop a couple for me, or I'm gonna do the shuffle? I'm gonna do the shuffle. 1, 2, 3. Now can you drop? Maybe that's why. Oh, okay. Outcome. That's weird. Why is this happening? Right? Oh my goodness. Okay. The tower. Oh, alarm. Storms. Electrical impulses and lightning. I love that. See, I love when you get cards and they have new meanings on them. Oh, we're going to explore that for sure. 1 more. Okay. Nope, that's too many. 1 more, please. Okay, that's good. Nope, that's too many. I'll take that. And energy. The other one was first step. Okay, I mean, there are like tarot cards in here. Bottom of the deck, we've got positive surroundings, strength, and variables affecting the issue. Okay. So the way I'm going to do this is now we have a foundation here of the energies that are in play. On top of this, I'm going to lay fairies. So the energy's kind of like going to go from big to smaller to small, like honing in. Like this is like galactic energy, and then the fairies are going to be the ephemeral fairy world energy, and then the Gilded is going to be the 3D energy. Ooh, I kind of like that. Thank you, Ozzy, for this deck. This is beautiful. Okay. The past, the lovers, and outcome. Okay. I can? Okay, they said I can move things around if I want. We're going to put the outcome over here. And deal 1 more for that top row. Okay. The moon. That's very apropos right now. Holy crap. Phases. Okay. Mystery, instinct, and discovery. I also heard time, but smaller time, not like galactic time. And the bottom now is strength. Oh, this is telepathy. Intellect, intuition, and animals? Okay. And then we have the outcome here. I'll leave that there like that. Okay. The past, lovers, the moon. Why is this happening? The tower, and energy. Oof. Then the bottom of the deck is strength. Oh my goodness, you guys. You feel that? That's Capricorn energy. Yep. I mean, there's no Capricorn card on here, but I just feel like very restricted and that's Capricorn energy. So, the Lovers is Gemini energy, which is, like I said, where I saw the moon. When I was looking at the moon tonight, it was in Gemini. It was like, I wish I could have taken a picture because it was right next to Castor and Pollux. It was in Gemini, and that's crazy that the moon and the Lovers come up together because the Lovers is Gemini. We also have Why Is This Happening? We're going to get some cards on that. We've got the Tower, Scorpio energy, and then we have energy. This says flow. Flow. Go with the flow. Oh. Okay, wait. I'm getting something for energy. Flow. Okay. Let's go to the fairies. Hello, fairies. Wake up. It's early, but wake up. They're already shuffled. Okay, so. Oh my god. What do we have? I haven't asked a question yet. We dropped here the fairy sword. That's the Ace of Swords, but I'm going to put it back because I haven't really settled my mind and asked a question yet. Fairies, show us what this past influence on the Lovers is. What is the past? Fairies, show us the past. See, they're sticky. It's that energy out there. Energy, flow. What if, okay. Spirit Dancer. Explore, experiment, express, and share. She wants to jump. She's seen something. See, look at her. Oh my gosh. That played into that song that just, I don't know if you guys can hear the music or not, but the lyric that just came through was, if I hear my name, I will run your way. And boy, doesn't that look like she's running towards something. That's in the past. This is a sharing. She's running to explore, experiment, express, and share. That's pretty beautiful energy. I don't know how much I can elaborate on that, so we'll just keep going. Lovers, please, fairies, elaborate on the Lovers. Tabira of the Waters, healing, important choices, serenity, and change of emotions, self-healing, accepting change. Okay, I don't appreciate, but we'll keep going. What is the moon? Please clarify the moon. Mystery, instinct, and discovery. Phases. It's Rose Cancer. Please elaborate, fairies, on the moon. Oh shit. I got two. I didn't want to take two. Singer of connection. Support, strength through connections. Karma, empathy, connection. Keep your heart open. I had to read that slow because it's written twice, so it kind of looks wavy. I can't really see it. Like I said, I know what they're doing and I don't appreciate. But this is an aside. Ignore this if you want to. I went back and I looked at one of my videos from 6 months ago, and it's playing out now, which was crazy. So apparently I'm 6 months ahead. So I don't know if this is going to happen in 6 months or for the next 6 months or whatever. But from the energies that I'm seeing right now, this is apropos right now. And like I said, I'm very salty right now. So yeah, connection. Didn't we have, okay, and then the first card earlier was the fairy kissed by the pixies, which is heart surgery. So in the past, there was a connection made that was supposed to be healing, because we've got Spirit Dancer, who is explore, experiment, express, and share. So there's that giving and receiving energy right there. We've got Tabira of the Waters, which I believe is temperance, because she heals with water, and that's a very... Temperance is Sagittarius, I believe. Oh God, that's wrong. Am I wrong? No, that's right. Oh. But where... There's this... Okay, I'm just going to keep going. What Spirit told me is there's a pull here. Spirit is telling someone to connect for healing, but Tabira of the Waters is saying heal yourself. But it popped out on the Lovers. So this is still healing through connection, healing through love. Okay. And then we have Singer connection on top of the moon. The moon is also hidden things, like things we keep to ourselves, things we keep in our heart. It's not the secretivism of the High Priestess. It is... it's the keeping the secrets close to the heart. There's something in the heart. God, how am I supposed to say this? Secrets of the heart. That's what I heard. And with the Singer of Connection right on top. This is all about connecting for healing. And it's crazy because, like I said about my video that I posted from 6 months ago, coming around and playing out again, that was what that was talking about. Oh my God. And the fairy who was kissed by the pixies card, that was the one in that reading. She was kissed and hell broke loose. So let's see where this is going. This heart surgery that kiss brought, all hell broke loose. Fairies, this one is just plain what is happening. What kind of fuckery is this? So let's get a card on it. What kind of fuckery is this, fairies? What's with the fuckery? Oh. Yeah, I'm putting that back. Those collection of pixies and death. Well, I just want one. Just one. What kind of fuckery is this? Why is this happening? Someone needs to jump. Salvage treasure in the muck. Explore dreams, waters, patterns, music. Be brave and explore the inner and the outer. Shadow work. Yeah, shadow work. But also salvage treasure in the muck. Okay, so something was destroyed. For my sci-fi nerds, okay, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and the vision that Spirit gave me for this card months and months and months ago is spoilers for The Mandalorian. I'll try to say it without spoiling anything. In one episode, something was destroyed, okay? In the wreckage, Din found something of value to salvage. Out of destruction, something valuable was salvageable. Okay? It wasn't through any means of the main characters. It was there after the destruction because it was strong enough to survive. So why is this happening? Because there was destruction somewhere in the past. And now it's time to salvage what can be useful. A lot of the shadow work this year has been letting go of things that don't serve you anymore. Okay? And I don't know what about anyone else. Stuff like that doesn't sit well with me. I don't know why. But it's like, oh, I'm cutting you out because you don't serve me. I mean, that feels so selfish. And just bad karma. I mean, but that's just me. Don't don't hold that too highly. That's just me. It might be my deficiency to not let go of things that either drain you or hurt you or keep you bound in, like, I don't know, maybe the devil card might show up that's bound to like codependency and stuff like that. I cannot get rid of people that easily just because they don't serve me anymore, just because they don't have anything to add to me anymore. It's like that's not their value. A person's value is not, it does not depend on how they can serve me. A person's value is their own value. Like, I don't want to use people like that. You're valuable even if you have nothing that I can use. You know what I mean? So this salvage in the muck sometimes feels like very harsh cutting away energy, but that might be my own weakness. And cutting away that stuff might be a strength that we're supposed to develop in this time period. That might be a very hard lesson for me. Because I cannot see another person's value just by what they can give me. So all this calling for the last year or so to cut out things that don't serve you anymore, that's a hard one for me. And maybe it's hard for other people in the collective too. I don't like to reveal too much about myself, but the spirit always tells me that even though it might be uncomfortable, there are others in the collective that are facing the same things. And part of being in this line of work is that some things might get uncomfortable. I'm rambling, I'm sorry. It's like 4 a.m. Let's keep going. Fairies, please see the tower. What did I say? There was a tower in the past, right? There it is. I totally missed that. Fairies, please elaborate on this tower. It says alarm, storms, lightning, electrical impulses. So, I mean, maybe right around this time with energy being so high, people facing tower moments all over the place. There might be like light flickers, like in electrical interruptions. Some of you might be sliders. It stands for street light interference. Okay, and people. It started with people who say like they can walk under a street light and it'll go out. Okay, it's not just street lights. It's like electronics. It's like Mercury retrograde in overdrive. Like computers will go out and batteries will drain when you're around, and people who are more inclined to that electrical magic, when they're stressed, shit hits the fan and things can go really haywire. Case in point, a couple months ago I was I was with some friends in the hallway and the light went out in the hallway and I went, really? Right now? And I blew at it and I went like this to like pretend to tighten it and that fucker went back on. Now, I do have like the tendency to be in that slider energy where I can affect electronics, but this happened like in front of people and freaked them the hell out. Electrical impulses. So storms and lightning. Okay, fairies. Please clarify and elaborate the tower. Oh, shit. One, please. Fairies, one. Clarify and elaborate the tower. Mother God, holy crap. Comfort, nurturing, grace, the receptacle of growth, receiving energy, and pregnancy. Okay, so we are definitely going to read this on different levels here. Mother God has shown up as the tower. So I'm going to venture to say a divine feminine walked into the picture. And so the pregnancy has been in the cards for like 6 months, since spring. And it's no joke. So guys, kind of be careful if you don't want to get pregnant. If you do want to get pregnant, and now's the time. Boys or girls, that's how high the energy is right now. I wouldn't put it past anything to get pregnant. But on a different level, this divine feminine walked in, and the pregnancy she brought with her was an entire possible future that somebody had no idea was even conceivable. Something that powerful wrecked everything. I came in like a wrecking ball. That's how she came in. Kablam! Mother God, the feminine, receptive energy of creation. She just waltzed her ass in and wrecked the place. Also, we have to remember that this does have to do with love. So, I feel like somebody was sitting there minding their business. Look at, she's got her eyes closed. She's contemplating, thinking about the future, thinking about what can be salvaged from the past. And kablam, in walks this divine feminine, grace and poise. This is the goddess. This is Mother God. This is goddess energy. Beautiful, seductive, receptive, healing energy that came in, and it blew the lid off the place. Oh, you can't really see this nebula. I'm sorry, it's so dark, but it's really gorgeous. Dark and gorgeous. That's what she was. She walked in and kablammed the place, and that's where the energy card comes in. She left behind so much energy when she walked through. Fairies, please elaborate. Energy, the flow. We've got the undressing of the salad. It was impossible. This is doing the impossible. She came through and did the impossible. And it has something to do with this healing. She salvaged something in him. That's what I'm hearing. She salvaged something in him. Can I get a different word for the salvage? I heard shined. She shined it. She found it. She shined it. And then Mother God came through, and it tore shit up. The energy that she left behind was dexterity, outcome. What fucking outcome again? Jeez. Things in motion, change of fortune, achieving the impossible. So, this healing, this salvaging of something that was wrecked in the past seemed impossible. But the goddess came through and towered the place, salvaged something inside someone, and changed the motion of things. It changed the outcome of things. It made everything unclear. But she achieved something that somebody in the past thought would have been impossible to heal. She came through and she tried to heal it. I'm not sure if the healing was completed or wasn't. Maybe it's in progress. Can we get one more on outcome, please, fairies? Please clarify and elaborate outcome. Oh shit, that's too many. I'll take the one that fell though. Oh, you know what? Arvo Parrot, he's been going through my mind for like 2 weeks now. The outcome, okay, he says, listen well, speak true and clearly. Nuances, body language, daydreams, phrases. Okay. The outcome is somebody can't say something. Notice his mouth is closed. The throat chakra is lit and he's pointing at it like, I can't say it. I can't say it. The outcome is someone's speechless. Listen well. Body language. So when this came out before, it gave me the feeling that, okay, do you know in movies when people are in situations where they can't speak, so they're like looking at each other, like their eyes are telling like a whole conversation. Oh my God, I never got that from this card before. Spirit just said it's people, they can communicate just with looking at each other. So if this is an outcome, tentatively I'm going to say that a connection was made that was so strong that these people can communicate without speaking to each other. I don't know why that's an outcome, though. That's the outcome of what happened in the past, maybe. It led them to this point. They can speak to each other now in dreams, in the 5D, in the spirit world, in the upside down, whatever you want to label it. There was a connection made, and now these people are linked. This is very odd reading, and I don't know if I'm going to do well with it, but I have to continue. So in the bottom of the deck for the fairies, we have, oh my God, the Piper. Follow me. We've got the fairies of the future, and it'll be the retriever, which brings things back from the past. Oh no, this is Indy. I'm sorry. Indecision. Also called Libra's Bane, because Libras can't make decisions. Oh my God. Music. This or that, now or, new or, what does this say? This or that, now or then, in or out, wishy-washy indecision, and then feline underneath. We're not even going to address him. He brings baggage. Fairies of the future, co-create your future now. Choose a path and go now. And the Piper is leading. Okay, For the piper, I always get that song by Uncle Cracker. Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. And then we've got this card underneath going, go now, do it, yeah, go. And they're looking at him like, we're gonna follow. Yep, let's do it. Let's go. We're following the piper. But then you've got this like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. You don't know. I'm indecisive. What if? So from what I get from this, someone feels like they're being led astray, off their path, away from what they hold true. But this connection is undeniable, and it fucking wrecked their world. And now, even though they might be separated and they might not be talking, there are still ways that they can communicate. And like I said, I never got this before, but it makes perfect sense. When connections like this happen and they're this strong, they can communicate without speaking. I have no idea where this is going, but I've just got to keep going. Spirit said you're not done yet. So we're going to go on to the Gilded and get some clarifications on this. This is really a hard one. The past. Spirit Dancer. Explore, experiment, express, and share. That's what happened in the past. Somebody was led to do she did just that. Explored. Was given the room and the green light, like the okay, it's okay to come out and explore, experiment, express herself, and share. And then the fucking tower hit. So Fire of the Waters makes me feel like temperance, and temperance is like healing, and then bam, the Lovers. So this connection was supposed to be a very healing, loving connection. And then bam, the tower. Kablam. Okay, let's keep going. Spirit. Oh, no, I didn't even ask yet. But we've got 4 of Cups. I'm going to put it back, but we've got to keep that in mind. Okay, Spirit, please. Okay, I'll take it. Clarify and elaborate. Spirit Dancer, we've got the damn 7 of Swords again. This has been a theme for weeks. Somebody took what they could and got the fuck out of Dodge. On top of the beautiful Spirit Dancer? That's not nice. Let's keep going. Can we please elaborate and clarify? I didn't even ask yet. God damn. Buyer of the Waters. Guess what came out? Queen of Wands. Different deck. Queen of Wands. Twice. This is karmic energy. That's what that's what this connection, well, okay, there's 2 ways we can read this. I'll read both because there might be differences in the collective, okay? Lovers came together for healing. There was choice because the Lovers is also represents a choice. Maybe a choice between loves. I say loves because someone can love a person and love a thing, but they don't jive, so he's got to choose. Do you know what I mean? That's for somebody. I don't know. Okay. So, union, the lovers, for healing with a Queen of Wands. Now, this could be read two ways. This could either be somebody formed a connection for healing with a karmic, which sometimes represents the Queen of Wands, or someone formed a connection for healing with someone with strong fire in their chart, because the Queen of Wands is fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Believe this love you will the dust here. Okay, Spirit, please clarify and elaborate the singer of connection. Just take a chance and let chilly waves. You don't know. King of Wands, a matched pair, my goodness. Moon, was something hidden. Karma, empathy, connections. So there was a connection that was hidden with another fire sign, King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And they're looking at each other. Oh boy. So either this is a fire sign or somebody with strong fire in their chart. King of Wands. Ambitious. Powerful. Sure of himself. Oh, I'm getting a headache. Okay. So just on the surface, I'm going to say that this matched pair is a pair with strong fire in their charts. He's like, hey, baby. I've been hidden. I've been hiding, he said. No, that's not something a King of Wands would say. Spirit, please elaborate and clarify on Loskana under why is this happening? Explore dreams, salvage treasure from the month. Please clarify and elaborate Loskana on why is this happening? That's Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Jesus. This is the one that I meant earlier that keeps coming up. That Seven of Swords keeps coming up. So I'm going to have to redo that one. Seven of Swords is, like I said before, somebody gathered what they could from a situation. In this case, it looks like from Loskana, and he split, leaving two behind. The two swords he leaves behind was his indecision. So, look at this. Look how they're looking at each other. She's looking at him like, oh, actually, she's not. She's got her eyes closed. Like, where are you going? And he's like, sorry, babe, I gotta go. But, I mean, I don't like where this is going. I don't like this energy at all. So, like all the other cards, this actually could be read in two different ways. So I'll try to read both. Part of me is picking up a couple, and she is saying, where are you going? And he was saying, so because he dropped these two swords, this is the Two of Swords, this is the indecision. He dropped his indecision. He's salvaging what he can, like she said to do, and he's leaving the situation. Leaving a situation. I'm super triggered right now. Let's keep going. Spirit, please elaborate on Mother God on the Tower. Okay. Seven of Cups. Options. Confusion. Distraction. Choices. Again, like the Lovers. Choices. Which cup to pick? What do I pick? So when this Divine Feminine walked in, she walked in and showed someone that there were more choices to be had than the restriction that they had been in all this time. Breaking my sweetheart, she wanted me to let down my guard. You know what they say, it's better that way, so you better hush and walk away. Spirit, please clarify and elaborate the undressing of the salad under the flow. Things are in motion. Change of fortune has been set in motion from Mother God walking in and wrecking the place. Clarify and elaborate the impossible. What is so impossible about this? Choice. Two of Wands. A crossroads. We've been here before, I heard. So, what I always get from the Two of Wands in this deck is the two paths that he can take. In the Rider Waite, he's just standing there looking out at the future, holding these two wands. This is much more expressive a card than the other one. So you see him. I just heard this was the Hermit, even though it doesn't look like that. I heard this was the Hermit, and he's coming down, and he's coming onto a path that he's been on before, coming to a crossroads that he's been to before. Because the reason I say he's been here before is because here up in the corner we have geese, and geese always return every year to where they started. You know, they migrate north, south, but they usually end up in the same places in each place. So this geese energy is very what goes around comes around, I heard. Huh. Thank you, Justin Timberlake. What goes around comes back around. I'm sorry, I can't sing the boy part. But the geese bring something back from the past, from a different place, to come back to where it began. So this person is coming up on a crossroads that I believe they've come to before. It's like a cycle. This person is stuck in a cycle. It's like they'll resolve it, they'll continue on their path, and then they'll come right back to this concern or situation where they have a choice. Okay? The point of this card is that we have an opportunity to make a different choice. We have an opportunity to get off of this cycle, off of this loop, to choose a different path, because we're getting a chance to revisit something where we went down one path before. Now we can choose to go down a different path regarding this. But it seems impossible. It's impossible. We can't do this. You know what I mean? Things are in motion, though. Change of fortune. And that's terrifying for some people. That's scary. That could bring a tower in itself. Something changing so much that your whole future could change. And kablam, everything blows to pieces. So the energy is that there is It seemed impossible. But you're being given another opportunity to make this choice again. Do you choose the same path? Or do you choose to trust the things that are in motion and take a different path? I feel like asking, what was the path last time? We'll keep going. Maybe that'll come out in the rest of it. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Star, Aquarius energy, Ace of Pentacles, that's Earth energy, and the Sun, Leo energy. Underneath that was Page of Cups. The Star is healing again. Somebody or both of these people were in desperate need of soul healing, heart healing, and it was supposed to be with this connection. I feel like somebody didn't trust it. I have no cards that say trust except this Seven of Swords, because the card feels deceptive. It just does. But maybe this person felt like there was deception in this situation. They couldn't trust it, so they just took what they could salvage, and that's it. I'm done. I'm getting out. And it's like Mother God saying, fine, that's your choice. But you're just going to end up here again to make a different choice. The Star, you're going to have to heal. Now, the Star is, to me, very, very close to the Temperance card. Temperance rules Sagittarius. The Star is Aquarius proper. It's pouring back and forth in these cups. I can concentrate with the kitty here. So I'm going to feed the beastie. Sorry to take another break, but for you it'll just be like a second. I'm going to feed this little brat so she can leave me alone. Pretty girl. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to feed the kitty so she'd leave me alone. Okay, a couple things. Let's see. Okay, so I was looking at the Piper here, and it says order, gentle, soft persuasion. Look at him, he plays his flute, and they follow if they want to, and they always want to. That's what I feel from that. Music, harmony, empathy. And here we have another indication of listen to the unspoken. What? Mommy, I'm busy. You have to get down. Yes, I love you, but you gotta go get down. Okay, I'm trying to get to this point here. With Arvel Parrot, it was saying nuances, body language, phrases, and daydreams. So this was like them speaking in dreams to each other. This whatever lovers we have here. This is giving me, Spirit said, I feel led astray. But I went willingly. That's the thing, like here, and it comes right after the crossroads, the Two of Wands. This shows a path, and then here's the Piper saying, follow me, so somebody was led down a path. They went willingly, but it wasn't, it was, I heard it was too much. But then also here we've got listen to the unspoken, non-verbal communications. music and empathy. I mean, I heard there's communication in the empathy. I don't know if that means something to someone, but that's what I heard. There's communication in the empathy. So underneath the piper, we've got fairies future, follow me to the future, and then somebody going, I don't know if I can. I don't know. I've got these two things I gotta juggle, and I've got with the feline, it's like I've got things from the past that I still have to clear up. And sometimes the feline comes in with the energy of I'm busy. I've got these other things going on, you know. Sometimes that can be a very stagnant energy, especially if the person doesn't want to let those things go. And underneath that is gotcha. Sudden shake-up, habits and patterns, attitudes, thoughts, and structures. There was a shake-up, just like the tower. Gotcha always gives me the feeling of don't look at me. But he sees. Look at that one clear eye. Bam. Focused, clear, knowing, but not saying. Do you know what I mean? It's like this person has clarity on this. What does this say? Breakdown leads to breakthrough and liberation. Sudden shake-up of habits and patterns, attitudes, thoughts, and structures. Unexpected surprise. I know more than I see. So somebody is realizing something about this path that they should take. It's almost like okay, so it feels like someone came through and said, follow me and I can bring you to a happy future. Okay? And then the other person was like, I don't think I can because I've got these things from that I'm still involved in. What was the other word you told me? Say you love me to my face. I'm sorry if I sing, I have to have music in order to hear. It's pretty cut and dry. I mean, if I look at it without my own, there was an offer to go down a path towards a bright future. Look at these fairies. They're pregnant. There's that pregnancy card again. These fairies are pregnant with possibilities in the future. And someone was called to go down that path. Two wands. Go down that path. And they hemmed and hawed. And they juggled. And they were like, well, I'm still involved with something from the past. See how he's peeking? It almost looks like this thing from the past is peeking. Like, you're not done with me yet. And then the person is like, ooh, well, maybe I can't do this after all. Like, remember, it says this or that, now or then, in or out, indecision and fear. Because of this. Because of because of this issue from their past or present that they're still dealing with. Okay? And and then underneath that is gotcha. Like, don't look at me. I see what you're trying to tell me. How does he say it? A breakdown goes through. Yeah. So this actually, he kind of has like tower energy here because it says a breakdown leads to a breakthrough and an upheaval. This upheaved everything. That made him question everything. I say him because Gotcha is like a male energy, a masculine energy. And then, the Piper is a masculine energy, and Indie and Feline. This is all masculine energy. So, I'm just going to stop beating around the bush, and for that particular little stack, I'm going to say somebody came through with pretty words and an offer and a request for them to follow them into the future, and there was a crossroads where somebody had to make a choice to do that, but they are very, very stuck. I don't think so. No. They're stuck dealing with details, feline, from the past. Okay. Strength was here. Telepathy. See, telepathy. They're communicating to each other. Whoever this pair is, I don't feel like they're in a relationship. I don't feel that this is a solid, this was a possibility, because, yeah, the choices, healing and choices, there was a possibility of a strong connection, but I don't feel that they're connected here. However, this was so, I wish I had good words. I cannot do the words sometimes. This was so pivotal that they can communicate. I don't know if this is a twin flame or not. I don't have 2 cups. I don't have anything like that. 2 cups, 6 of cups. I don't have the Ace of Cups. I have the Lovers, though. Gemini. Okay, yeah, I wanted to say something about that, too. Maybe I did before, but we got the Moon and we've got the Lovers. This is Cancer, and the Lovers is Gemini energy. But this feels like it's playing out now, because the Moon currently is in Cancer, which is what the card says, Cancer. Also, though, like I said, when I looked at the sky, the Moon is actually in Gemini, which is the Lovers. So this feels like it is playing out now. There is a connection that is being blocked because there's a choice, and the choice cannot be made because there is still baggage from the past. But on both, I'm going to say on both sides, and this is why. Because both of them can communicate together. They can be together in the 5D. That's where all that spirit communication happens, in the 5D. And the 5D is where souls, no matter time or distance or circumstances in the 3D, no matter any of that, these two souls can meet on the other side in the dream world, in the dream state, in the 5D. That's a higher vibration, and they can communicate. They can also communicate through music, so pay attention to songs that come through, because there might be messages in those songs. Unspoken, non-verbal communication. Like I said before, this is like two people who could communicate just by looking at each other. I've had that with people. Like, there have been a few really, really close soulmate friends where you can have an entire conversation just looking at each other. I've done it. It's beautiful when both people feed into it, like with me and my bestie. Oh my god, we're talking right now. some people just can communicate like that. Like, I always joke that me and my bestie are like two halves of the same soul, you know? And even though we drifted in and out over the years and we've come back together now and like our love is even stronger than ever, but we can do that when we're together. We can just look at each other and have an entire conversation. That is a beautiful energy. This, however, feels very, I don't know how to explain it, but these two lovers can do this, but there's no joy in it. It's like the circumstances that keep them apart taints this communication, where if they could get past the baggage that they're carrying, this 5D communication could be completely beautiful and joyful and happy. But because there's I don't know how to explain this. The connection is there. It's strong, it's real, it's true, it's divine, and it is blowing everything up. You know? So, whoa, is this where I was when I left? The star, the sun, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Oh yeah, I was explaining the star and how it's like temperance. So in temperance, it's an angel holding two cups and he pours it back and forth, and that's supposed to be like healing and patience and time and stuff like that. The star also has an entity pouring cups back and forth for healing. It's also wish fulfillment, wish upon a star, the northern star, somebody being led back to their being led back to where? Hang on. I gotta pause the dough. They're being led back to their sun, their illumination, their clarity, their happiness. The two cups that pour back and forth is the two of cups of the lovers. And the water that's poured between the two cups is the water of source itself. That is the only water that can heal. And they're being poured into and out of the same water. So these two lovers are connected in the 5D. They're being healed through the same source that connects them, and that is their truth. Sun, illumination, truth, love, joy, everything good. There is no bad. Even if it came in reverse, it's still good. But the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Cups underneath is telling me that this is just very burdensome. But it doesn't have to be. It does not have to be so burdensome, because you're dealing with the feline under here, which is baggage from the past. You've got the Seven of Cups here, which is choices, options, and illusion, confusion. We've got the Seven of Swords here, which is somebody who just freaked out and took what they could and then split. And then the Seven of Wands here, which is defensiveness and defensiveness and conflict, inner conflict though. I mean, it could be so beautiful, but they just can't get out of their way, can't get out of their own way. Okay, now we've got one more set. We're going to go on to the Tarot of the Divine. I apologize if this is more disjointed than my readings usually are. I am trying to integrate a new deck into the routine, so there are going to be hiccups and stops and starts and confusion, and I don't feel like this is going well, but I will publish it because Spirit keeps telling me just because it doesn't work for me doesn't mean it won't work for it doesn't have messages for someone else. So we're gonna keep going. And then I am being called to get some love quotes from the love quotes deck for these two, because I feel like there's no communication except on the 5D or in the 5D. And if there is, people they're holding back from each other. It could be so good though. Look, we've got a matched pair. The King and Queen of Wands. You know? I mean, on top of the Singer of Connection, on top of the Lovers, this I have to calm down a minute. It's not that it's that I get really invested in the energies, and these two are really driving me crazy. I want to strangle them both. Grace and Poise. So we're going to go on to the Tarot of the Divine and get some clarification here. In the past, there was an opportunity to explore and experiment and express and share with someone new, and it caused them to become defensive about it. I know it doesn't make sense, but let's try to get some clarity here. Please clarify the Seven of Wands on these beautiful cards, the Spirit Dancer from the past. Please clarify the Seven of Wands on Spirit Dancer. Yeah, the Tower. The fucking Tower. It shook everything. It shook everything. In this tower, there are two people falling. So they both were affected by it. I just heard it made someone realize that the foundation was shaky as it was. This was inevitable. Or it wasn't going to last anyway. That's kind of harsh. Can I get a different guide? No. In the past, there was an opportunity to, what did I say? In the past, there was an opportunity to explore something different and experiment and share with someone. But I don't think it was taken. It was blocked. It was blocked. Look at him blocking the door. I always read this two ways, and I like that because this can be both energies at the same time. This is both someone trying to escape, which we see here he finally was able to. Someone trying to escape this connection because they're defensive, but also someone trying to come into the connection and finding opposition. And on top of that, the Tower. It wrecked them both. It wrecked the one that wanted to deny it because it's undeniable, and it wrecked the one that wanted to follow it because now it's unfollowable. It's just stagnant. And now both of them are falling. In this card, I find it interesting that the Tower is burning, but it is still standing. In a lot of the other cards, the lightning strikes the base and it just collapses from the bottom down. But this, it's almost as if just the top part is burning, so they threw themselves out of it. But the rest of it seems still stable. So it was like panic mode. When you're in this room and it's on fire, the whole world could be on fire and you're going to panic and throw yourself out the window. But all you had to do was like kind of go down the stairs and maybe just leave. But these two people panicked their asses off and threw themselves out of the tower before it could even come down. Like lightning struck and they got scared and this was on fire. Everything's on fire and they're panicking and they just threw themselves out of it just so they could preserve themselves. But it's not, there was nothing wrong with this tower I see here. Except the top part. But this is still standing. It's still viable. It's still stable. It's still possible. Because you let the fire go out and everything else is still there. So, oh, that's significant. Tell me that again. Someone's trying to put the fire out, but the tower is still there. Yikers. Let's keep going. That's okay, but see, that's in the past position, so that's good. That's in the past. We can deal with that. Let's go on to this middle one that's incredible. We've got the Lovers with the Singer of Connection and the Queen of Wands. So clarify and elaborate the Queen of Wands. Who is the Queen of Wands in the connection? Who is the feminine of the Lovers? What's going on with this Queen of Wands? What is she thinking? What is her role here? Oh, it's too many. But Judgment came out. Oof, Libra energy. Okay, please clarify the Queen of Wands. We've got the Empress. Libra energy again. So, by signs, this could be someone, the feminine could be with Libra and fire in her chart. Holy shit. So, wow. Libra and fire in her chart. And Taurus, because the Empress is Venus, and Venus rules both Libra and Taurus. So, I asked who is the feminine in this connection, and it says the Empress. So a Libra, Taurus, Queen of Wands with fire in their chart. Okay, I guess that answers that, right? That's the feminine in the Lovers. What's this masculine here? This King of Wands on top of Tabira the Waters trying to heal a phase. That's what I wanted to address before. I was listening to another reader while I was on my break feeding the cat, and they were talking about moon phases and how this person is in the phase that they've been in before. It was like this, it was just like this with this 2 of Wands cycling around. It's phases. They go through this cycling. That's moon cycles, right? It's a cycle that they keep going through. I feel like this is the masculine because this is a masculine in the card. So it was talking about phases of the moon and that it's a cycle with this person to come back around to have this choice again. I heard one from the past, one from the now. So please clarify this King of Wands, this wonderful, sexy, ambitious king on top of healing in phases or healing phases. Who's the King of Wands here, please? We've got Page of Wands. Huh. The Page is a messenger. He brings, let's see here. Oh, this is the opposite of something that I saw a few months ago. Feminine is in her power. She's gone from a queen to the Empress, but the masculine, because of all this, is diminished now. He went from a king to a page. So now they're unequal. This is sad. it's because of his indecision that he stagnated himself so much that he's now diminished. However, I see enthusiasm in this card. Perhaps we'll get more clarity, but I feel like this backward step for him was actually very freeing, even though he's starting over. Look at how happy he is. Like, this king looks fucking miserable. I mean, look at him. He's just slumped. King of his domain, yes. Hard worker. Truth. Ambitious. Powerful. I heard trustworthy. But this healing might have taken so much out of him that he's like hit a hard reboot and he's down to page status, but he's enthusiastic about the change. I heard he's enthusiastic that things. What? I'm being given the image and feeling that he's enthusiastic that something had to be left behind. That doesn't sound right. We're gonna keep clarifying. Don't put that one in stone yet. So please, Spirit, clarify the Seven of Swords, the deception on Loskuna, the exploring dreams, waters, and patterns, salvaging what was lost in the wreckage under why is this happening. Please clarify Seven of Swords. We've got the Knight of Wands now. Knight of Wands. There's a lot of fire energies. I heard, yeah, there's a lot of fire between them. Ooh, that's hot. Huh. Knight of Wands. He is the second fastest knight. He comes with... So we have the Page of Wands, which is like the herald. Like Podrick, the squire, he would go forward and, announce, this is my lady, Brienne of Tarth, blah, blah, blah. And he would introduce his... What do you call the other person? I don't want to say master, but like he would introduce his person to whoever they're addressing, right? That's a page. So it's like, dun, 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 this is the so-and-so of the so-and-so, and they want to speak to you. And that's on top of the king. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So it's like he got knocked down a couple pegs, but he's coming back up. Oh, excuse me. I must be channeling because I'm definitely not tired. Why is this happening? To salvage something that was lost from the past. Explore your dreams, waters, patterns, and be brave. Okay? I'll repeat that. Why is this happening? Loskuna says to salvage what was lost, or to salvage something valuable from what was lost, and take it and run. See now what happens when I get another layer? The message changes a little. And then take it and run twice. Run and then run again. This is the Knight of Wands. Very fiery. The page heralded his coming, and now he's here. It's like here, like the Piper is here. Follow me. Now the Knight of Wands comes running through. Like I said, second fastest knight. Only the faster is the Knight of Swords, and then the Knight of Wands. Passion. Oh, what was that? Bring that back. That was a good one. Passion. Oh, come on, give it to me. I don't want to. It's not quite reckless abandon, but it's along those lines. Hang on, I want to see if I can get that word again. I'm just going to have to stick with reckless abandon. But bring it down a few thousand pegs because, Libras can be very extra. So that might be where that's coming from. Okay, so I can read this pile as, why is this happening? So that you can salvage something valuable from the past, but leave the rest behind and go. Okay? Leave the indecision and take what you've salvaged through your dreams and through the connection and through the communication. Take what you could salvage and get out. Now, get out. I'm not saying like, ew, get out. It's like, baby, you've been stuck in the past. Now it's time to take what you can of yourself and protect it and go. It's time. Divine timing. It did come up. And then go with gusto. That's what I heard. Go with gusto. No guilt. There's no guilt in this spread. There's no Five of Cups, which is the spilled cups card. There's no Four of Cups, which is denying an offer. There's no regret and no guilt here. Well, there's a little bit. We'll keep going. I like that pile. Please clarify and elaborate the seven of Cups on top of Mother God, on top of the Tower. Receptacle of growth, receiving principle. Grace and nurturing. Okay. Okay, so I asked what was the Tower, and they said the truth and force and power that this feminine brought in to the dynamic was the Tower. And that caused confusion about choices that are viable, true. What else? There was something else. Confusion, illusion, choices. But, I mean, it could be, if it would come out in the reverse, I don't do reversals, so that's why I do both sides of the card. Sometimes seeing these choices and options is an illusion. It's like you're imagining things, I'm not saying there are no options at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that somebody is hanging on to the possibility of more options than may actually be there. Okay? Let's clarify and elaborate that. Spirit, please clarify and elaborate the Seven of Cups on the she. Please clarify the Seven of Cups on the divine feminine principle. We've got the Page of Coins. A lot of page status here. I feel like this, whatever this was, has knocked them both down a peg or two. Like, they don't feel like they are in their full power. Page of Coins is Earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be who they're dealing with, or could be prominent in either of your charts. Okay, the pentacles are slow. The earth energy is the slowest. So, and the page of coins is somebody who's learning. Learning to make choices, maybe. It's like he was knocked down. Like I said, he started out as the King of Wands. Now he's at the Page of Wands. Then he was at the Knight of Wands, and now we've got the Page of Coins. This is like a starting over. Like something inside the person is starting over. So they come with just one little pentacle. The thing is the pentacles, they take a long time because once they grow, they are enormous. And that's what you want. You want your full abundance, you know? This is just the beginning of that abundance. So can we clarify? Two of Wands, the choice in the path, on the impossible, on the flow. So the flow is supposed to take you, like this is following your instincts, following spirit, following, if I don't get religious, but following God's path for you, you know? And things are in motion. Yeah, things are in motion. Outcome unclear. That's what it was. Oof. Achieving the impossible. Yeah, it's impossible because there's too many choices. It could even be that it's not 7 choices in this person's life. It could be 2. It could be one or the other. Where do I go? Like Indy was saying, in or out, here or there. That's what this is. In or out, here or there. Where do I go? Which way did he go, George? Which way does he go? You know what I mean? Please clarify. Oh yeah, that's the Page of Coins. Please clarify 2 of Wands on the undressing of the salad, the impossible on flow. Please clarify. Please clarify the 2 of Wands. The King of Coins now. King of Pentacles. That's the king you want. What did I say in one of my readings? The King of Pentacles is the last step in the king journey before he's a proper emperor. Isn't that beautiful? Like here he comes cycling back around, back into his true form. But it is taking forever because look at it's turtle energy and it's growing trees, slow ass tree growing energy on top of this turtle, which is slow ass energy. So this has taken a long time. What has? Oh, I gotta turn the TV down. I heard making these choices has taken a long time. Oh, growing his abundance has taken a long time too. That's part of the decision making. That's part of the decision making, I think. So to not lose what he has built along the way. I mean, that's a big concern for some people. Every time you want to make a change, there's going to be consequences. I think this king is just being very oh, really? The 4 of Cups didn't come out, but when it does, I always hear I needed to be discerning about my options. That's what I heard. And it makes sense with the 7 of Cups and the King of Coins. Now, like I was going to say before, the King of Coins is the last step in the king cycle before he's an emperor proper. This is the king you want. Because, okay, the King of Cups, he loves, but he's very reserved. The King of Swords is an assessor. He like assesses the situation and gets to the truth. The King of Wands, like up here, very passionate and ambitious and emotional, right? But the King of Coins, that's daddy. That is the king. He's a hardworking, he's steady, he's faithful, he's loyal. He wants to enjoy what he has worked for. And it doesn't matter how long it took him to get there, he's very proud. And he should be very proud of what he's accomplished, because this one step, one more step, one more cycle, one more choice, one decision away from becoming an emperor. Bottom of the deck here. Five of Swords. Okay, so that's conflict. Seven of Cups. Again, choices. And Six of Pentacles. Underneath that, Eight of Wands, which is fast communication. I feel like that's this. That's this 5D communication. Okay, so we've got Five of Swords, which is conflict. Winning, but at what cost? Oh, masculine. Did you hear that? I feel like he's thinking his victory is hanging on to the past because he put so much into it. It could be work, it could be a family situation, it could be a project, it could be a person, it could be a person who is a project, it could be a situation that, whatever it is, because of all this strong pentacle energy, it took a long time. This has been a cycle for a long time. And the Five of Swords is always the winning at what cost card, because in the Rider-Waite, it's a person holding three swords with two on the ground. And he's looking very smug about having won because two other people have slunk off defeated. However, if you look at the card, not this particular card, but if you look at the Three of Swords, or the Five of Swords in the Rider-Waite, he's holding three swords and two are in the ground. What you don't always see in the interpretation is that winning that battle, the only thing he took away from it was his own heartbreak. Because the only thing in the cards that the Five of Swords person is carrying away is three swords. And that's the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. So we've got winning an argument but causing your own heartbreak over too many options that may or may not even have been viable, but you know, they took their time deciding. And then we've got Six of Coins, which is equal give and take. And then underneath that, Eight of Wands, which is communication. And like I said, I think that's this stuff. I think it's... Oh, I forgot to clarify the outcome. Okay, we'll go back and do that. I heard this is taking up so much energy on the 3D that the only way they can be together is in the 5D. So make sure you tell them to pay attention to the dreams and the music and the synchronicities and try to follow the heart music. I heard. I don't know what guide that is. Follow the heart music, I guess. Follow the heart music. Oh, That's interesting. Okay, so before we get to the love quotes, we're going to clarify outcome over here with our Will Parent. Outcome was, yeah, this is the listening to other, listen well, speak true and clearly. So somebody did come through with some truth. But Spirit said that truth was a surface truth. But there's more underneath of that to consider. I heard, yeah. I heard that was the surface truth, but there's truth underneath. And that makes sense because the moon card came out, and that's things that are hidden. So there's two separate truths here. There's the truth in the 3D, which is the work that he's doing, and there's truth in the 5D, which is the communication between him and the divine feminine, because that's the only way they can communicate. Okay, so I'm going to go back. We'll save these, and we'll clarify the outcome. Clarify our Will Parent, and damn, outcome. I'm going to take them. I'm going to totally go against my rule of not taking more than one, because this is amazing. The outcome, if you would just listen to the underneath messages, the outcome is this: manifesting a 2 of Cups. Manifesting a true love connection. I feel like scolding them. You know, I also have to say that there are 3 involved here at least. There is a divine feminine, a divine masculine, and a karmic. Put yourself where you need to go. I think I saw the reason I say there is a karmic is because of the feline, which saying I'm still involved with something from the past. And the fact that everything just kind of fell apart when they met. Not the karmic, but this other 2 of Cups possibility. Okay, now, oh yeah, Tarot of the Divine. Let's clarify, please, the 2 of Cups and the Magician on our Will Parent. What can't he say? Or what did he say? Please clarify the 2 of Cups and the Magician. 9 of Swords. Stress and anxiety. Somebody is completely stressed about this whole thing. Needlessly. That's the problem. All that stress is needless. This is a true, pure connection that has been brought together from the divine to heal you both. And as soon as it hit, somebody was in their head about it. That 8 of Swords did not come out, thank goodness. Nor did the Devil, thank goodness. So that tells me the path is clear. Look, the paths are clear. There are no obstacles except what's... There are no obstacles except the illusions and the fears that are brought into it. That's what they want me to say. But the potential here, and I just got mad deja vu. The potential here for this is so beautiful. I feel like the feminine is agreeable to it, even though it wrecked her world too. But I think the masculine's still struggling, because when the feline came out, it's like, I'm still... Oh, that could actually be both of them. It's not uncommon. You know, it's not unheard of. Two people connect, but they're both still kind of dealing with baggage. That's what the feline is. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we're going to move on, and I'm going to get some love quotes on these two, right? Because I feel like there's not much communication in the 5D, in the 3D about decisions and what's happening and stuff. Decisions have been made. We did have the Eight of Wands underneath something, so that's like communication to come. But let's see what they have to say to each other on the love and the 5D. Okay? I might regret this, but sorry. Now I'm getting tired. I might regret this, but we'll see. This is a very Sagittarius energy. I might regret it, but now I gotta do it. Alright, let's get some love quotes between these two lovers, please. Spirit. That felt good. Which side do you want? The other side? Okay. To the other side. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You know what I mean? So this, I believe, is from the masculine. It says, there is so much I can't tell you right now. But behind it, it feels like, see, this feels like sometimes these cards come out and it feels like a conversation. So this, I felt masculine right away. There is so much I can't tell you right now. And she replied, or he says to her, I don't blame you for walking away. Then it says here, I feel like this is from the feminine, let my love protect you. Okay, and the other side is a lyric from the song Where Is My Love by Simmel. It's okay. So she's gone in the song and he's lost her and he doesn't know where she is or what she's doing. And he wants to know, does she know that we bleed the same? It's like twin flame energy. What hurts one hurts the other. Let my love protect you. Does she know that we bleed the same? Damn, that's really deep. Then we have another song by Simmel, Fear of the Water. If you return for me, I'd never want for more. If you return for me, I'd never want for more. And then the back of it is, you give me the strength to reclaim who I am. I feel like the masculine's just been through the ringer. He's tired. He's worked hard. He's sacrificed. It's like, you give me the strength to reclaim who I am. To go from page to knight to a king again, you know? And the last one we have is, listen. This is from the feminine. Listen to my heartbeat and you will hear your name. And on the back, I feel like this is from the masculine. Or it could be both. My life is a clusterfuck. I don't want you anywhere near it. And that, I think, is the close of the chapter on this reading. We wanted a message from one to the other, and this is the message. From masculine to feminine, it is. Or from one to the other, or both. Sorry, I keep repeating that. My life is a clusterfuck. I don't want you anywhere near it. That's it. That's where it's going to end tonight. and we can revisit this again maybe in a couple days. Oh my god. I don't know how that deck worked. I probably will try it again, definitely. But adding another deck to this, just we're over 2.5 hours now. And I know I rambled because I'm tired. So I really, really hope this resonated with someone. I hope it was useful. I hope it made sense. And if it did resonate and you would like to do an energy exchange for me, just put something on my Venmo, Arkytior46. That'll help me out a lot. Also, please leave feedback. I need feedback in order to know what to change, what not to change. You know, I really want that feedback. So please leave comments. If you like my vibe and you want to check out other readers that have my vibe, down in the description is a link to Dharma Jane. She's head raven at the Raven's Nest. We also play over there on Facebook, Raven's Nest. There's a link in the description. Many of us ravens have channels also. So if you like my vibe, probably find a couple more in the nest, or yeah, in the nest to follow. Yeah, I think that's about it. I will be back maybe later because it has been like a month since I was able to do this. So I might be back later to do another spread, kind of different, because this took a lot out of me and it was confusing. But I hope there were messages that people could use. And yeah, I'm going to publish this before the sun comes up, hopefully. Oh, no, sun is up. So that I'm going to try to get some sleep. So thank you very much for just sticking with it and sticking with me. And so we will end here. Pay attention to what's going on in the sky. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the small signs like snippets of conversations you hear, snippets of music you hear, snippets of intuition that might hit you out of the blue, deja vu, anything that could be bringing you messages. Make sure you pay attention to that stuff in this cycle, and always remember your safe word. Bye.